I need to thank Nico from Obriel to introduce me to the space. As South Africa, we've had a long-standing relationship with India, and I personally have been to India a number of times and found it a fascinating space. But Dr. Anita, I need to say to you, I've always been quite perturbed by the fact that the Indian universities were not driving internationalization at the level they should, although you're one of the biggest exporters of students from a mobility point of view. So it's a pleasure for me to be part of this and present. And I know we've got not enough time, Laura, so let me get to the point. There are three concepts that I just want to highlight in this discussion of networks. Anybody that has worked in higher education internationalization, we take networks and partnerships for granted, and that institutions should understand it. I've realized now lately that I'm working with Sarua and with Afrique that it's not the case. And therefore, I thought that just by introduction, stating what's the difference between a network and a partnership would perhaps be good. But before I start with this, with my good friend Hans de Wit, we actually were editors of a little book on higher education partnerships for the future that we published in a similar vein that you have a conference. We had a colloquium on internationalization at Nelson Mandela University. And the whole notion of partnerships, I want to introduce a little quote from the Oxford Martin Commission now for the future that they published in 2013. And the quote says, and we could actually, where they say our hyper-connected world, we could actually just say in our hyper-disturbed world that we are operating in at the moment, requires unprecedented collaboration. Reaching consensus on a path forward requires a deep understanding of how the one world affects the many and how the many worlds affect the one. This in turn necessitates a deeper awareness of local and regional cultures, perspectives, and identities, and how they are responding to each other in an era which cooperation is a prerequisite for progress.